Hey guys, it's me, Christy Lee. Welcome back to my channel. I only have a moment to talk to you guys because my phone battery is dying and I don't have my charger on me, but I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about something I've talked to you about before, but I'm kind of in the midst of it, so I wanted to talk to you about it. You guys know that I live with and struggle with depression and anxiety. Specifically, social anxiety is what I'm dealing with the most right now. I haven't talked about it in a while, and I've even had a few comments on my channel about how I seem to be doing so much better, and for the most part I am. If you've been here for a while, you also know that I've been working at Subway for a little over a year now, and that I became the manager, I don't know, about 6 months ago, something like that. The last couple of days have been difficult for me. Today being one of those days. It was supposed to be my day off. We always take one day off to get everything done in that day so that we don't have to miss a whole lot of work. Well, I had everything set up to have all my shifts covered today, but I got a call first thing this morning that people were calling out sick, and my supervisor was calling me to try to get me to come into work, and I told her I could come in when we got done if she needed me to. All day today, because I knew that I was going to have to go to work, I have been enveloped in this feeling of panic. It's very difficult to work when you have this kind of anxiety, especially when you work in a field like mine, in customer service, in food service. You know, I work at Subway, so I am literally in the spotlight making people sandwiches, and nobody watches you closer than when you're handling their food. It's difficult because of the customers, but it's also difficult because I work with my employees. I'm not good in social situations. I don't know how to have casual conversation, and if I try, I get very nervous. I sweat and I shake and I ramble. It's extremely difficult, and I feel terrible for anyone who has to live like this, and I know that there are tons and tons of people who do. I don't know how to describe it to anybody who's never experienced it before. It's just like panic. It's like being afraid for your life, only there's no reason for it other than the fact that you're just anxious around other people. It's not like you're gonna die. And usually when I get to work and I start doing, my job, it goes away, the panic. It's not always. Sometimes I work my full shift feeling like I'm gonna die, like I'm panicking, and I just want to run, and I don't ever want to look back. It's very difficult. There are days where I go in and I don't feel that, and those are great days. I wish every day was like that. If every day was like that, I could do so much. But days like today, even though things worked out, I'm not going to have to go in. I put my shirt on. I was ready to go in. I called my supervisor and asked her if she still needed me to come in, and she doesn't. Even though I don't have to go in and I know that I can relax now, I can't. I still have this feeling right here in my stomach. It's like nausea. It's like panic. It's like, I don't know, it's just a terrible feeling. I can't relax. Even though I know I don't have to go in, I cannot relax. And I know it's going to take me hours before I can. I'm anxious about having to go pick Eric up from work, which is something I do every single day. But because the anxiety started there, it's carrying over here. There's no reason for me to be anxious about driving 15 minutes to go pick up my boyfriend. But it's a carry-on. It's like a snowball effect. Because of that, because of this morning, because of feeling anxious all day, knowing I have to go into work and feeling that like this, and it just keeps building on itself and snowballing, and now every little thing that I have to do today is making me incredibly anxious. I just want to go hide under my bed, and curl up into a ball and pretend that the world is just faded away and it's just me, and I'm there, and I don't have to do anything, and I don't have to speak to anybody, and I don't have to go through this anymore. But I can't. My Nana used to tell me it'll get better, that I just have to get out here and I just have to do it and I just have to push through it, and eventually I'll get more comfortable and I'll get more confident and things will be easier for me. I'm still waiting. Honestly, I don't think it will. Some things do get better, but I don't think this is ever going to go away. It feels like the more I go to work, instead of it easing, it gets worse. I don't understand that. But I just wrote a blog post about this, about today. I'm not built for this. I'm not built like a normal person who is able to socialize and feel comfortable. Some people thrive on that. Some people feel like they're falling apart when they don't socialize. It's very difficult for me to socialize, even with people that I really enjoy being around, like my mom. I miss her so much, and I always look forward to spending time with her. But when I make the decision to go see her, the trip all the way there, I'm panicking. I don't know why, because I love spending time with her. But the whole time I'm with her, I'm like sweating and my mind is racing. And it's just this sense, just complete anxiety until I go. So it's not just about being around people that I'm not familiar with or I'm not close with. Even people I like, even people I love, I go through this with. So my dream, ever since I can remember, was to find a way to work for myself from home, where I have complete control over who I see, where I go, how much I interact. And this is in part why I started my YouTube channel, because for about a year after I discovered YouTube, because I didn't know YouTube was a thing for many, many years after it started. But once I realized what YouTube was and that people were making a living, especially people all over YouTube will tell you that they were anxious and that they were depressed and that they hated their lives and all this. And then they found YouTube and they worked at it and they were able to quit their day jobs and do what they love, and they're so much happier. And that's what started me on YouTube. The idea, the dream that I could make a living from YouTube and I wouldn't ever have to push myself and pretend to be something I'm not and feel like I just wanted to run away and disappear and go live in the woods every day because I can't handle the social interaction. And I know that's sad, and I know maybe I should get some help for that or maybe try medications. But so I also, in addition to, working at my YouTube channel for 3 or 4 years now, one of my viewers graciously has been providing me with a .com, which has set blank for the last 2 years. And I felt a lot of guilt over that because I know he's paying for the domain and he hasn't bothered me about it at all. And so the other day I finally decided that, my perfectionism has had me thinking about it for 2 years. I didn't want to start until I could do it perfectly, until I knew exactly what I wanted to write about and how I wanted my blog to be. Everything, I wanted every detail down packed before I started it. But I realized that I will never feel like I know exactly what I want or where I'm going or what to write about, and I can't keep putting it off. If I want my dreams to become a reality, I've got to start putting in that extra effort, right? So I finally started my blog, and it's not perfect, and it's messy, and it doesn't really have any rhyme or rhythm yet, but I started it. I have 3 posts on there now, and my hope is that my blog will be like an extension of my YouTube channel where I can share a little bit more with you guys. And maybe a place where I can also explore some other, ideas, hobbies, interests, where I can write about things that are a little more sensitive. Writing has always been a way for me to more clearly express myself. I used to journal all the time. The point is, I'm not really sure what the point of this video was, except for I want you guys to know that I'm still dealing with my issues, unfortunately, but it's who I am. It's what I go through. and I'm trying to make the best of it. So I don't know. I don't know. I just want to come on. I know it's been a while since I sat down and just talked to you guys. If you want to check out my blog, which I hope you do, I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. And I hope that this feeling goes away soon. I keep telling myself I can relax. I don't have to go in. I can relax, but I can't. It just won't go away. And I really, really don't like this feeling. I really don't. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching and for being here. And I will see you next time. Bye.